Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today there's a bunch of good things coming. Update 5.0, there's going to be crossplay, so PS4 is going to be able to play with Xbox. Thank God, finally Xbox 360 ties are cut. There's going to be a new map, Sunset Coast. I'll let you read it if you want. Feel free to pause it. Big thing, since 360 is cut, new trees and vegetation, more trees and vegetation, reimagined terrain, and many more. The STB1 and the T95E2 are going to have auto siege mode, like the the Swedish medium tank line. There's going to be effectiveness changes to damage, engine, and crew knockouts. XP changes are going to assist or change for assist damage. So whereas the tank destroyers that are getting spotted for are going to get 100%. These two are not that important, so I'm not really going to touch on them. Feel free to read into it. And then also SummerSlam begins tomorrow, which is like a WWE, is it now? Is linked with World of Tanks. Alright, so somebody asked for Overlord breakdown, so I'm going to try to break it down. The middle of the map, this circle, is like key to holding. Now, these are the three positions you can take if you want to be effective on the map. And then if you go beach, which I highly recommend, don't ever go beach. You can throw your game away by going to the beach if you want. After you win the 9 line, you can either head all the way south or go back to the base, depending on, you have to read the map. And then if you're in the 3-5 line in here, you either push forward or you fall back to get the beach goers. And that's really my Overlord breakdown. The center bowl, to me, is the most important thing. Whichever team controls that has the best opportunity to win this map. It can be won without it. It can be won on the beach. But it would be cool to have a breakdown on percentages of how many teams won with a majority on the beach, because it's probably not that high, if you'd ask me, or if you'd ask a lot of good World of Tanks players. Now, when I say control the bowl, I don't mean you have to be in there. I definitely just mean that you need to make sure that the opposing team doesn't control it, because once you get to a point where the numbers start to dwindle down a little bit, then you can move into the bowl and you can use it for flanking shots. And the 890 is very important, but if the bowl isn't controlled, then the opposing team can pretty much use the bowl to get behind your attack and get free shots right into your side. Alright, so we get one tank cleaned up out of the bowl already, and then we realize there's a T110E5 that just pushed right through the middle because we put no one in the middle of the map. But you're going to see he's overextended himself way too far, and as I brake slide there, I don't get a damage marker, but I do take his track off, and then I get lazy and I just auto aim my second shot, which I do not kill him. And finally, when I do aim my shot at the lower plate, it goes a little bit low, and I do not get the pen and the kill on him. Alright, so now I'm contemplating whether I want to fix my gun or not. And it is 4-4. We have one heavy tank on the beach. We have a tank destroyer. I think he's up on the ledge, up in C3. And it looks like we won the 890. Now, this is... they can either move all the way south down the 9 line to clear out their flank. A lot of people like to move across the G line, which is faster, but if there's tanks down on the K line, you're just going to get flanked and get shot in the side. So you want to make sure you clear your flanks out. All the way down the 90 line, it takes an extra minute, and then the people that sit back in G8 will be able to get crossfires with you. But I'm trying to get shots onto the base. The rest of their team went to the middle, and since we sent no tanks there, I have to try to juggle this all by myself here. And once again, the middle is so important to controlling the map. I'm sorry, the bowl, not the middle. The bowl is so important to control the map. Once the 7 to 0 line has been determined, that's where you need to be reading the map. When I point out positions on maps and kind of talk about how important they are, I feel like they can be won. You greatly improve your chances of winning that map. However, if you are not paying attention to what's going on the map and not reacting to it, then chances are that position is going to be less likely of you being able to win from that position, if that makes sense. Alright, so unfortunately, I got wiped. They are in a 4v6 situation. They won the beach. They pushed up from the beach. And one of the things on Overlord, a lot of people say don't ever go beach, is because you can counter the beach push so easily as long as you push back to defend it. So once you've cleared the 890, you move back to get set up to wait for them to come off the beach. They're coming off major low ground. You can set up crossfires on them, and it is very easy to take care of them. However, once we won the 890, majority of our tanks just push across the south and into the GH line, and we were left with no tanks to counter them when they came off the beach. But the one thing that our team did well was reacting to what was going on to the map. So they moved over to the 456, and they took out the tanks that were there, and the Reds didn't really respond fast enough to get their tanks together. Had they stuck together and pushed together, they might have been able to finish the game off. Fortunately for us, they were not able to do so. Alright, so coming up, 5.0, we got Crossplay. PS4, Xbox players are going to play together. Man, that's a long time coming. We've been looking forward to that for too long. And then the vegetation, like, am I the only one that's super excited about that? I doubt it. Feel free to comment below if you think I'm overhyping this, or if you think it's actually going to be as good as I think it's going to be. Maybe 2 years too late, but progress is progress, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm super excited. There's people on PS4 that I have never got to play with that I potentially am going to be able to play with. I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to the map changes, the new map. New content is always welcome. So we get to endgame stats. A Chieftain 3 down, 4,500, 5 kills. Send him a GG. Action X 4K with 2 kills. E4 4K with 3 kills. Patton, well, it's my Patton, 3K, 1 kill. And really that was like the main force on the right side of the map, right? The Chieftain Action X E4, they cleaned up the 890, then they got back to the middle. I tried to control the middle as long as I could to buy them time to get back. And then the rest of our team, I'm not really sure what they were doing. We didn't seem like we set up too poorly. But sometimes, the other team's going to outplay. But we overcame that and we won. But I will quit babbling. Hope you enjoy the update. I know I am. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.